in high definition. This is KCAL 9 News at noon.
Okay, admit it. Is your backyard blah? We have simple solutions and some great ideas to help you spice things up for fall. Look at this. Justin Cave, host of Groundbreakers on HTV, is here. And Justin, you're going to show us some tips, and you also brought some really fabulous products, too.
That's right. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is or what part of the country you live in. There's always some work to do in the landscape. So, you know, we've got some products here like the shovel and rake. That's always a good start. Always a little bit of maintenance.
Do some hard work first, right?
That's
and then
right.
We can make things pretty.
Always a few chores. You know, before you go accessorize your garden, it's always a good idea to do some maintenance. Pull weeds, rake leaves, you know, little things like that can actually make a big impact in the yard.
Yeah, now through the winter and then again in spring, I guess. If you take care of things now, they're going to look better when things start to bloom.
Absolutely.
Again.
And once you got everything cleaned up and the yard's looking a little bit more maintained, then you can begin to accessorize. And planters like this are actually a great way to do that.
These are really neat. They're very lightweight as well.
And you know, there's a planter for everyone. And CSN Stores has a lot of great different products. But a planter like this, it's a fun, easy project. It's something that even a novice or somebody that doesn't have a green thumb can do.
Somebody like me.
And it's also a fun project to do with the family. You can always plant your planters, select your planters, and it just makes a great accent out in the yard.
Okay, and you brought a really pretty wreath, too.
Absolutely. We're moving into the fall season. I know it's always sunny out here in LA, but even a wreath like this can, you know, kind of add a little bit of that seasonal.
And this is just artificial leaves. And really early, easy. I guess you can just hang it on your fence or your gate.
That's a nice, easy one, too. A mat like this is always a good thing to put in front of the door. If you've been out in the garden, you know, doing some chores, you don't want to get any dirt inside the house. So a little mat like this can be a lot of fun. This product right here, this is a great little one. After you get your garden beds in and installed, you can add these in here, too, just as a nice little accent.
Okay, so these are just colorful little...
Yeah, you stick them right in the garden bed, too. It's a little tchotchke, and it's a lot of fun. The kids always really like
Okay, where do you find
too.
Things like this? Do you have to go to a garden center? Or?
These are all CSN products, so you can go to csnstores.com. They're actually one of the largest online retailers, so there's something for everybody.
Okay, so we've got the wreath on the gate. We've got the pretty mat by the back door. We've got our planters. With what kind of plants are we planting right now? Mums? Or?
Yeah, mums actually look really good this time of year, but when you do a planter, you always want to have something with a little bit of height and a trailer going off of it, so you've got a planter with a lot of depth to it. Now moving into the fall, this is actually a really great product right here.
I love this. Okay, show us how this works.
This space heater right here, when it gets cool at night and you're entertaining some friends, you just plug this up. It'll keep the table and everybody around it nice and warm. You can actually plug your music into it, so it's twofold. It keeps you warm and you can play music on it.
Okay, so how does this work? Is there...
Yeah, you just basically turn it right on, and the flame comes off of it right here. So it's a safe product. It's got a good weight to it too, so you don't have to worry about it falling over like that. And then you just plug your iPod or your MP3 player into it, and you're good to go. You're having a party. Okay, you've got heat and you've got some tunes playing on the patio heater. And if you feel like you still need a little bit of help, I've teamed with CSN Stores, and we're doing a backyard giveaway. So all you got to do to enter is go to csnstores.com/backyard, and somebody's going to win this thing. It's actually a $20,000 backyard makeover designed by me, installed by CSN. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Okay, what should we be doing now to get the grass in shape, the shrubberies, things like that, so they'll look pretty through the winter, and then come spring, everything starts to bloom? A little bit of selective pruning this time of year is always a good idea. When it comes to pruning, don't get carried away. You don't want to get in there and just start chainsawing or hacking things off. Selective pruning. So, you know, with that being said, when it comes to pruning, less is sometimes more, because you don't want to do a hack job because you actually hurt the health of the plant. You know, raking leaves is always a good project to do with the kids. You can get a big pile. Fun, it is no fun, but you get a big pile of leaves, the kids can jump in it. It really, you know, helps you get that season, you know, going. You're right about that. Okay. And then for spring, what do we do to get the bulbs in the ground, things like that? Is that now? Is it planting time now? Yeah, you can actually get a lot of bulbs in there this time of year. The best thing to do is go to your local nursery, you know, and they're going to have whatever's in season too. Okay. So a lot of it seems really redundant, but just a little bit of research is actually a great way. You know, design is one of the most important parts of integrated landscape. So think it out, research it, and the design is really important for the finished product. All right, thanks for stopping by today. We appreciate it. Hey, there are more great backyard transformation tips on Groundbreakers website. That's the show, and we have a link on our website. It's kcal9.com. Just click Seen on TV.